Welcome back everyone, I'm Eric from Rare Candy, and today we are back on PTCGO retooling actually one of my personal favorite single prize decks for the new Battle Styles format. That is going to be Whimsicott. This was a deck that I was I think an early supporter of back when Vivid Voltage came out. Whimsicott's a pretty cool Pokemon, but I think it has a couple of good things going for it, not only just because it's a one prizer that hits hard, but now it's a psychic type that, well, it's always been psychic type, but psychic type now is a much better typing since we can hit the new Urshifus for weakness. And Battle Styles gave this deck a couple of new additions that I think actually are pretty important that do give this archetype a nudge in the right direction. So that's what we're going to be experimenting with today. But before we get any deeper into this video, guys, of course, if you can, smack that like button, help us beat that pesky YouTube algorithm. And if you need any cards to complete this Whimsicott deck or any others, you can check out our friends at PTCGOstore.com. Use that coupon code RARECANDY at checkout to save yourself some money. And of course, our patrons at patreon.com/rarecandytcg also have an exclusive discount code of their own for even bigger savings. But getting back in today's deck, guys, if you need a refresher on Whimsicott, this is a card that came out back in Vivid Voltage, and we're playing it for the Flying Fury attack. We discard any number of tool cards from our Pokemon. It does 10 plus 40 more for each that we discard. So if we just run through the math on that, if we discard all 6 tool cards from all of our Pokemon in play, we cap it at 250, which is a pretty good number actually, because we can knock out, of course, things like Zacian V and Pikarom, but also we can knock out things like Mewtwo and Mew GX because it's weak to Psychic. Likewise, of course, either of the new Urshifu cards that we just got in Battle Styles as well. So Whimsicott, I think, actually is a pretty decently well-positioned Pokemon that we have here. And if you'll notice something that is actually really nice about this card, 90 HP. So what that means is, because this guy's 90 HP, and Cottony, which we are playing here, we're playing the Fairy one still since we have that one, has 60 HP, we can actually abuse Level Ball that we just got in Battle Styles. I think this is a great new card for a deck like Whimsicott. So if you'll notice, we are still playing, you know, we're not maxing Level Ball out, we are playing 3 copies with also the 4 communications and 4 quick balls, just to be able to find basically any Pokemon that we need to. One of the other new additions I've made to the deck is going to be 2 copies of Bruno. So Bruno, you shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 4, but if one of our Pokemon was knocked out last turn, we get 7 instead. So one of the things I actually really love about Bruno is that it rearranges the order of our deck. So one of the issues that a deck like this has is that with your Whimsicotts, every time you discard your U-turn boards, they go back to your hand. And if your opponent plays a Marnie, all of those tool cards go to the bottom of your deck. And even if you draw a Research or a Marnie off of your the cards your opponent gave you, all those tools are still at the bottom of your deck, and Bruno is going to reshuffle the order and maybe draw back into some of those important tool cards. So not only is Bruno just kind of a solid supporter for a deck like this in general, but also it kind of Marnie proofs your deck a little bit too, which I really do like. So looking at the rest of our list though, I am still playing the Greedent. I always kind of liked the Greedent in the deck. I know some people like it, some people don't, but it has the Greedy Tail ability to search our deck for a tool card. You know, makes sense in our deck. This basically reads plus 40 damage per turn. Also, this is another way at reshuffling our deck after getting Marnied. So it's another reason why I've always kind of liked this card. We have the 2 Jirachis and a Dedenne and Oricorio. We're playing no Crobat in this deck, and that's really only because we have the Island Challenge Amulets, and this card's not going to work on Crobat V. So Island Challenge Amulet, this is going to make our GXs give up 1 fewer prize card. They do get 100 less HP, that is important to point out. But basically, this is going to turn our Dedennes and Oricorio into 1 prizers, which is really nice. But other than that, guys, I mean, most of the other stuff is very straightforward. We play a ton of tool cards to discard with our Whimsicotts, and just 6 energies doesn't seem like a lot, but of course we have the 2 Ordinary Rods, so we can always recycle those basic Psychics multiple times. So we have, in theory, up to 10 energies, which should be plenty enough to close out a game with this Whimsicott deck. But that's going to be the list we're trying out, guys. I'm definitely curious your thoughts too. I know Mad Party up until this point has been, I think, kind of like the go-to single prize deck, partially because of its psychic typing, but do you think Whimsicott gives it a run for its money? I definitely want to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. But let's head into some games and see how Whimsicott is going to fare now. All right, Dr. Ditto, call the coin flip here. Let's see what they're going to be playing. We do win, so we will choose to go first. You know, we are an evolution deck, guys. You always want to get those pre-evolutions down. Unfortunately, this hand, like, not super strong, but at least we have some ways at searching Jirachi and a Cottony if we need to. Oh, it's Mad Party. And they start with Bumblebee. Now, actually starting with Oricorio isn't the worst thing because there is a chance they don't actually knock you out on the first turn. So I think for that reason, guys, we'll just go for the Cottony. We have the Denny in deck. We have both Island Challenge Amulets. That's really important to note. So get down this. I think from there we're just going to pass, guys, because we might Dead Change on this next turn. But if we do, I actually kind of want to hard retreat and keep this guy open for an Island Challenge Amulet. So I think we're just going to do that for the moment. But if they have an escape rope... They have an escape rope. Some lists are playing escape rope now. Yeah, we actually might need to Dead Change here. That would be really bad if we... If something like that happened. So we're going to need to definitely discard this Air Balloon next turn. Okay, so we drew into both Island Challenge Amulets. That's definitely good. So let's just discard probably Boss, unfortunately. We need to save Gradient for communication, potentially. So let's do this. Let's go for Jirachi. We definitely need to draw some more cards here. That Dead Change got us into absolutely nothing. Okay, we have Marnies. That's good. Best case scenario. So let's get down that Island Challenge Amulet here and pass over to our opponent. So we need to remove this Air Balloon next turn. That's an issue we have. So one thing I am worried about, though, is they can easily just kind of play through their deck without draw supporters and still boss Cottony. That's something I'm definitely worried about. Now, if they get down some Sinistes and do that play, we can maybe still get a KO with Mew. I think that's kind of our next course of action, potentially. So there's going to be a Dedenne, Level Ball. Let's see what they're going to get here. Going for the Sinistea. Okay, so like I said, Sinistea has 30 HP, which means, like I said, that Mew play might be an option for us. And a research. Okay, so we don't have to worry about boss. That's the good news now. Alright, so let's see what they discarded. Grab Ordinary Rod, that's good. Hopefully they don't get a knockout, though. Because right now they can do 40. Okay, there's the Dead Change. Oh, no Mad Partiers, and we did see them lose Escape Rope. So good thing I did bench some of these Pokemon, and they lost some energy. Losing the 2 energy actually really big. And they did not get the knockout. So that's definitely good for us. Next question is, do we guarantee the attack, or try to guarantee the attack with the hard retreat? I kind of want to say yes. Let's actually Dreamy Revelation first, though. Okay, we can Level Ball. So there's the Whimsicott. I think I'm just going to try to guarantee the attack this turn, guys. And from there, just go for the Marnie. Alright, so we would have hit the U-turn board, but it is what it is. And we can just go for a Quick Ball. Probably discard the Quick Ball and go for another Cottony. Let's check our energy. That's another thing to take note of here. We have 3 left in deck. So, yeah, we'll do this. Retreat. And just go for the Flying Fury. Just going to discard the Air Balloon here. That way we can get Island Challenge Amulet back down, ideally. Okay, so let's see. We do get a research. Not a great prize to get since we're just going to research anyways. So us taking the first prize, I think, is really big in this sort of matchup. Because we're both just going to be blowing each other way back and forth. Neither of us really need a whole lot to get going. Now, one thing, like I said, I am kind of excited about is that our opponent is down 3 energy already. So they have to win in, at most, 5 attacks. But I think more likely it's going to be 4. Because Mad Party, I think the correct count for energy is 7. They could be playing the 4th Triple XL. Definitely could. But I think more likely they're playing 7 energy, assuming they don't prize any energy either. Here's Crobat, that's awesome as well. Because these multi-prizers are also going to be a big, like, sort of deciding factor in how this can potentially go. So if our opponent is able to chase down Oricorio this turn, that could be big for them. Like before we're able to, it's kind of like almost a race between who can get Island Challenge Amulets first, compared to who can get Giovanni's Exile first. That's kind of what we're, the kind of dynamic we have here. Sorry, yeah, our opponent is flying here. They're going to be down to only a fraction of the cards left in their deck. They put that Exile back in, so we could actually see them get rid of these this turn. And a research, that is big. Okay, bunch of researches hitting the bin there too. In fact, there's no way they whip energy here. Okay, there's the Triple XL. And the Mad Party. Next question is, do we try to go for the preemptive... Like, do we try to boss here? Okay, Bruno, that's good. So I think actually we're kind of content just taking this KO. Because even if we hit boss, we need to hit boss, energy, and Cottony, which is a lot to ask for. So I think I'm just going to go for the Bruno here. Whew. So yeah, we'll level off for sure. Just go for Cottony. So we have 5 more chances to get energy. Okay, that's really good. And Dream Meat Revelation after that as well. Or we'll just grab the egg. Now, unfortunately, we did whiff Amulet. We really do want to get down that other Amulet on Oricorio. And we could Rod, but I kind of want to make the most out of our Rod if possible. Like, I kind of want to wait till we get 2 energy in the discard pile. And from there, we'll just go for the Flying Fury. Just discard this one, that's fine. We could get down the Lucky Eggs, try to, like, draw some cards, but we would have to play down our hand far too low to be able to draw stuff off Lucky Egg. Get Calm, that's fine. We can use that to ensure we set up multiple Whimsicotts here this turn. So another card that could be relevant is Tool Scrapper if they play it. I'm betting they aren't playing it, though. So this definitely could be a turn where we do see the Giovanni's Exile from our opponent. Okay, they do. So we basically have to find our Island Challenge Amulet on this next turn. But even still, I think there is a chance where our opponent could run out of energy this game. Another Dedenne, though. Okay. I mean, they definitely can't Dedenne. They only have 5 cards left in deck. That's not an option for them. Okay, there's the Twin Energy. So they can definitely get a knockout here. They've not played a boss yet, I don't think. or a great catcher. So I think this is the turn where our Oricori is definitely in danger. I think we have to find our amulet here. All right, so yeah, we'll definitely evolve. Do both. I think we're actually just going to research this turn. Okay, both energy. Put Mew in deck. There is a world where we might want to use Mew at some point. We'll just go for the Whimsicott. So yeah, now we have pretty good odds of hitting energy here. Let's do this. Do this. This, and just research from there. I'm going to keep the extra bench spot open, potentially for another Cottony. Okay, so we definitely need to hit this amulet. Let me make sure I'm not going crazy. I don't think we discarded it. No, we didn't. So we have 5 more chances here. Dance and Tribute. Okay, and we get it. That's huge, guys. Then from there, go for the Dreamy Revelation. We got the Horror Psychic Energy, which is great as well. So overall, guys, feeling pretty good about this game. Not going to lie to you. I think we'll put the Greedent back. Yeah, it's like basically GG at this point, guys. Not sure what our opponent can do now. So, like I said, more than likely they're going to run out of energy, and now they don't even have the luxury of taking these multi-prizers to make the most of those energy that they have left in deck. So let's just see, they have 3 twins, 2 triples down. So they have 2 more attacks left. And they still need 4 prizes. So without these multi-prize KOs, it's going to be really tough for them to close out this game. Now, if they have Tool Scrapper, things are still, you know, things could still go their way. But without Tool Scrapper, I don't see a world where they're winning this one, guys. I don't think they have like a stall strategy available to them either. Like, even though, yes, these have Island Challenge amulets, we still have energy left in deck to where we can hard retreat if we need to. So I think that's GG at this point, guys. That early game research where they discard their... Oh, there's a stamp. Okay. Okay, that's fine though. We could even try to make them deck with Marnie, which would be kind of interesting. Okay, and there's the Mad Party. Actually, they're going to get a prize, so Marnie actually won't change the amount of cards left in their deck. So, do we Rod again already? We have yet to see a boss or a great catcher. So I kind of want to save the Rod for maybe once we lose some energy. Like more basic energy. So sure, we'll just go for Marnie. And some Tribute. Get another Whimsicott, that's good. And just go for the Dreamy Revelation. We get Psychic Energy, I'll take it. So we're ready to go for next turn. And from there, just gonna go for the Flying Fury over here. I actually will discard this Lucky Egg. I don't want to get put in a weird spot where they like somehow make us deck via Lucky Egg. So yeah, I think we're cool with this. Let's keep the rest of our tool cards. Another U-turn board, that's fine. So what they got? So they're 6 energy down, right? I mean, they have one more attack, more than likely. If they didn't prize any of their energy. Again, I'm assuming they're playing just 7. They could be playing the extra triple, but I think it's unlikely, especially since they're playing like these extra cards like Escape Rope and Reset Stamp. I don't think they've probably made room for the extra energy. So see the T-break from our opponent. They're going to go down to 1 card left in deck. Like, I think our opponent's just going to win, or I'm sorry, I think our opponent's going to lose via deck out, prizes, or just running out of energy. I think we definitely had that one there. So take down the Mad Party feels good. All right, so we're going to start out winning the flip. That is good. So we will definitely go first. You know, we're an evolution deck, guys. We do need turn to 2 to get set up, and oh my god, this hand is so bad. So I think ideally we get a communication to put back a Whimsicott. But our opponent mulligan, that's really good. We definitely need some extra help getting our basics into play this turn. Okay, it looks like ADP. So ADP is definitely going to be, of course, sketchy matchup, us being a 1 prize deck. But as long as we take the first KO, that's all that really matters. Okay, so we need a Cottony or a Pokemon search card here. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, guys. So Pokemon communication. Let's go ahead and put the Whimsicott back in deck. Grab a Cottony. We do have our Dedenne and or Choreo in deck. That is good. So we'll just get down this guy over here. I think we'll just get down the air balloon for now. I'm fine with that. And from there, I think we'll just pass over to our opponent here. So I'm going to get down the air balloon just in case of a Marnie, something like that. That way we have at least 1 tool card in play. We could get down the Island Challenge Amulet, but we probably would prefer that on a multi-prizer. Especially if we have to bench 2 of them, because that's where things could get sketchy for us. But okay, there is going to be a Dedenne coming down. Let's see what our opponent's going to toss here. Hey, we see an E-Switch and a Metal Saucer. Definitely good cards we want to see them get rid of. So that will definitely make it a little bit hard for them to get the turn 1 Alter Creation. So let's see what they have. No sign of a Zacian yet. They definitely need something on the bench to be able to Metal Saucer too. Yeah, because right now they need Water Energy, Switcher Air Balloon, Metal Saucer, E-Switch. Okay, there's Escape Rope. That's actually kind of annoying, I will admit, guys. Metal Saucer. Oh, do they have it? There's Energy Spinner. Can we please just see a pass? This is our only hope, is they don't have turn 1 Alter Creation. That's the only way we can win this. There's a Crobat. They still haven't played a draw supporter either, guys. Yeah, if they hit this E-Switch, I think we just lose. I don't think there's a planet where we can make this happen. There's going to be a Cherish Ball from our opponent. Probably just going to thin an ADP out of deck. Then maybe go for a Research. After that, that's probably what they're trying to do here, I would imagine. A to Dedenne, but they already did Dedenne change, so... but yeah, they're probably just thinning to be able to Research, I would imagine. Quick Ball, tossing away Metal Energy, going for Zacian. Makes sense, makes sense. Hopefully we just see an Intrepid Sword. Please. We come on. If we're going against ADP, we need just like a sliver of you know, good luck here. What you gonna do? You're gonna play support. You've played Crobat, Dedenne, attached energy for turn. You can Intrepid Sword, or you can play a supporter. Basically, you pick. Okay, there's the Dedenne, but okay, so just gonna go for the Intrepid Sword. Maybe they forgot they Dede changed. So that's really good for us, guys. We definitely needed that. All right, so let's just go for the Whimsicott. We'll probably put down... Do we get down the Mew just to have an extra Pokemon to attach to? I don't know, that seems... I'll say sure. Not really what I want to do, but just in case we don't hit many Pokemon, we can always have an extra Pokemon to have a tool on. Okay, so this is actually perfectly acceptable. So what do we do here? We'll get down to Squabit probably. Let's see. Probably Communication, this guy, and we'll save the Quick Ball, I guess. Feels bad we don't have any U-turn boards in play. That's something I really don't like about this hand. Like, getting rid of this many tool cards and none of them being U-turn boards is really unfortunate, but gotta do what we gotta do, guys. So let's just go for the Flying Fury here. We need to soften up this ADP. Okay, so 170. So we don't need to do too much more to knock this guy. Just 110, so 3 tool cards. Shouldn't be that bad. We have a Squabit, so if we can find Greedent, that'll at least guarantee a tool card as well. We just need to draw into 2 raw tool cards. And we do still have a bench spot to potentially Dede change as well if we need to. Okay, another energy coming down. Mawile, very interesting. But it looks like they might just be... Okay. Just going for the attack. Very interesting. I have no idea what our opponent's hand is looking like, but maybe this is their only play. I mean, I'm not going to turn that down, guys. So there's a Quick Ball. What do we get here? I don't want to... Well, we can Dreamy Revolution. I actually want to go for an Oricorio or a Dedenne here if possible. I really don't want to... I don't want a Marnie either. So let's actually just get rid of the Marnie here, and we'll go for a Dedenne. Given another Island Challenge Amulet, we don't. Okay, so we can probably just bench the one Dedenne. Probably can't get down Oricorio. So I think we'll just go for the Cottony, and I guess that seems fine. Or maybe even the Greedent doesn't seem awful either. Like, realistically, we don't need all of our Cottonies and Whimsicotts to win a game against ADP, because they're only going to take probably 2 more KOs, I would imagine, to win. So I think this will increase our odds of getting an attack off this turn. The highest. So let's go for the Dede change. Alright, so we can definitely work with this. Get down the Horror Psychic Energy. We got Level Ball, so got some good stuff going on here. Now, unfortunately, still not a whole lot of tool cards. So I think we are going to Marnie, more than likely, but it's going to be okay. As long as we take this KO, I think we can live with it. So we need to go for Greedent here. I mean, do we just go all in and go for the Oricorio at this point? I'm going to say yes, actually. No, because we need the extra bench spot, guys. We actually cannot Oricorio. Because we have to get down another Cottony. Okay, go for the Marnie here. Let's see what we get. Alright, so they are resistant to Psychics. We have to do 170. We have to discard 4 tool cards. Okay, so we should have it then, right, guys? Because we would do, if we discard 4, it's 160 plus the 10. That'll be 170 exactly minus the 20 for resistance. So we should be there. So Greedy Tail. There is the U-turn board. That is good. Man, we do not have any tool cards left, so really important that we do get this knockout here. So let's quick ball, probably toss away the Oricorio at this point, guys. And I think I'll actually go for Squabit. I don't think we're gonna need this. I just want to thin as much as possible. Try to get a draw supporter for next turn if possible. Okay, so let's retreat. And from there, Flying Fury are going to take the KO. So things are looking up for us, guys. We just need a way to keep drawing cards. That's all we really want to see at this point. But I guess if they go for the Altercation, we can still just knock them out. Okay, 2 pretty solid prizes, I do have to say. We can grab another Whimsicott. We have energy to attach. Get our U-turn boards. Definitely want to find our other U-turn board out of the prizes, though, at some point. But here we have the 3, so that'll be, what, 130? So that will be a knockout. Okay, I was gonna say, if they throw down a big charm, that gets a little bit annoying because then we have to commit another physical tool card outside of a U-turn board that we can't get back. But this is huge. This is definitely a big turn for us. EXP share coming down. That's actually a little bit annoying. And a Marty. Oh, our hand was so good, guys. Okay, we can at least get 1 tool card back with Gradient. Oh man, this is so bad. E-switch. Are they just gonna abandon the... Okay. They're just gonna abandon the Alter Creation strategy? I guess maybe they're just saying, hey, you know, Eric's too far ahead at this point. We just need to maybe catch them on a turn where they can't get a response. Maybe that's our opponent's mindset here. But hey, I will definitely take that. So let's see. We actually... Okay, perfect top deck. That's amazing. So we'll go for the Whimsicott there. I think we're actually going to quick ball preemptive. No, we need to communication. This back in deck. I'm actually going to grab a Gradient here. I don't think we're going to need this anymore. So from there, I'm just going to quick ball this for a Cottony. So again, guys, just trying to thin a little bit here, just to make sure we can hit into what we need to. So we could go for Gradient, but I want to wait until after we draw tool cards to find our remaining tool cards. I don't want to preemptively thin them out of deck. So let's just go for the research. So now I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, yeah, this is definitely... I would love to hit another U-turn board. So let's actually level ball here. I'll just grab a Jirachi out of deck. We have a bunch of tool cards left in there, so let's see what we can get here off of the Dreamy Revelation. Not really what we want to see. It's okay, though. Actually, because we only have 1 tool card to discard, not hitting a U-turn board really big. Okay, so if we discard 2... That's 90. Okay, we're still there, guys. The Horror Psychic Energy damage coming in absolutely clutch here to knock out this ADP. So let's get this down. And sure, we'll just do that. Treat. And from there, just go for the Flying Fury for knockout. Definitely need to hit some tool cards off of these prizes, because right now I don't think we can actually knock out a Zacian. So let's see what we get. We get Research. That could be good in case of a reset stamp. U-turn board and Bruno. Okay, so at least we are very much so stamp proof right now. That's sort of the good thing about the spot that we're in, guys. But we're in a spot now, too, where I think, even if we don't knock out the Zacian one hit, we're in a spot where I think we can actually safely two-shot with U-turn boards, because we have all 4 out of the deck at this point. There's going to be a research. That's good. That's not a Marnie. We kind of want to keep this hand if at all possible. So actually, if we get... Let's see if we can draw into another tool card, we can just win because we can search out our remaining tool card with Greedent. All right, so let's see what we get here. We get the victory screen. Okay, I mean, I think we were probably positioned to win that one either way, but I'll take the early dub either way. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap up our look here at the Whimsicott deck today. As you can see, I think this deck is still really strong. I think one of the things that has kind of also gone right in the current meta is that Pikarom has stopped playing Vikavolt V, which was previously kind of an annoying card for Whimsicott to deal with. Now you do still have to worry about things like Dragapult VMAX, much like Mad Party does as well, but if you can successfully dodge Dragapult, I mean, a lot of the other decks are still in a really good spot for you to be able to deal with. So Whimsicott, I think definitely actually among one of the better one prize decks that are in the game right now. Is Whimsicott going to be your go-to single prize deck, or are you going to stick with other things like Mad Party? Let me know your full thoughts down below. But if you did enjoy today's content, of course, remember guys, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. That way you'll be up to date whenever my next video drops. And if you want to take your support to the next level, you can also become a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg. or pick up some merch over at rarecandytcg.com. It would mean a lot. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.